Hey, y'all, I'm back. Things real quick. I got them done. I'm back. Happy day before the 4th. Tired. Guess there ain't too many of y'all on this morning. There is, y'all off on other streams or something. Texas Wolfman fine tuning. Well, Tay, I came back online like you asked me to. I'm here. Knock, knock. Anybody home? 2 minutes. No one's even said hi. Wow. Where is everybody this morning? Hey, I see someone come in the stream at least. Are you going to talk? Nope, no talking. Oh my goodness. There's anybody got some questions to ask you. Let me tell you that. I got questions. Ask Black Coat Media. No, I ain't got a phone. Hello out there. Hell, Wild Trapper. Hey, bud. Thank you for joining me. I'm glad you're here, bro. Um, you were, hey, Florida, hey, Michigan, Florida. Um, you were very well missed, Wild Trapper. I am glad you are back, bro. I hope you get to hang around for a while. Don't be don't be scaring us and just leaving us off in Neverland like that no more. We can't. You almost you had us all worried. But I am glad you're back, bro. Michigan, Florida, how are you this morning, bro? Oh, Trapper, you're awesome, man. and I'll do everything I can for you. Unfortunately, at that stage, I was only able to pray for you. Hey, Tay Lynn, sorry I left you in a hurry just a little bit ago. I wanted to make some coffee, heat up some water, and then I got a phone call and I couldn't get back in. So, until now. One of these days I might be able to take a phone call and make a phone call and have a be able to stay in. One of these days it might happen. Never know. Hey, Wobbly Boost, bro, how are you? Hey, Copper. We got one of our own back, Wobbly. Wild Trapper's back. He was in the hospital for a while and he wasn't doing so well. We got him back, and I'm glad we got him back. He's a good person. So yes, Trapper has returned. That was Joe saying good morning to me. He probably seen me come online. uh, our river's getting cleared up out here real good. Now you can see down to the bottom of about 8 foot now in the river itself. Yes, gardening is. Uh, I agree. People need to learn it again. Uh, a lot of people don't know how to garden anymore. I was lucky when I was growing up. I grew up poor as poor could get. Uh, um, we poached food when I was growing up, and we grew gardens when I was growing up. And I learned how to garden pretty good. Wobbling Boost. I like that. That's new. That's Wobbling Boost's new nickname. Wobbling Boost. No, everybody, it's now wobbling. Wobble ing boost. We love you, Wobbly. uh, hey, sometimes the cell phones let us have a little laugh, you know. So, but I understand about hating your cell phone. My cell phone does the same shit to me. Yep, wobble wobble. Ah, it means you. Yeah, okay, I got you. Makes sense too. Wobbling boots. That makes sense to me. Pardon me, guys. And I tell you what, today's going to be a whole new different day compared to yesterday. It seems like it was so hot yesterday, it wasn't even funny. I felt like I was going to melt. And now we got a nice breeze blowing today. It feels good coming across that river and everything. I don't think it's going to get half as hot as it did yesterday, thank God. I felt like I was going to start melting yesterday until I got in the spring. And you want to talk about a shock to your system? When you're so hot that you feel like you're going to melt, try jumping into 72-degree water. That'll shock you quick. Try to take your breath away from you. Be right back. I need some more coffee, guys. There's that. At least I'm doing the coffee the easy way. I'm just making coffee with instant. There we go. All righty. Sort of kind of back now, guys. Yeah, it is, but they're very skittish and spookish. That's why I haven't got any videos of them yet. I I've been trying my darndest to get a video of them, but it just ain't been good because they get hunted almost. They get hunted every year out here on this river, and when they're hunted, they're skittish and spookish and will run really quick. So it's hard to actually get close enough to one to get a video of them. At least with this junk ass phone. Hey, Potts. Oh, I swim in that river. I swim in the river all the time. I've been swimming in this river. I've been swimming in Florida off and on for hell. I bet almost every summer I'll go swimming here in Florida. Good morning, Potts. How are you, bro? I hope things are doing good for you. Oh, that sucks, Wobbly. They yeah, the gators are in the fresh water. Yeah, the we have some crocs, but they're mostly saltwater crocs, and they're down south. We don't have freshwater have too many freshwater crocs here in Florida. Matter of fact, I don't think we have any more freshwater crocs in Florida. But we do have a big saltwater croc that they catch on camera a lot down in Miami, right around Miami. That saltwater croc, they estimated at about 28 foot long. And they've caught him several times on camera, so they know he's real. It ain't just no fake bullshit. No. And he's a big boy, that saltwater croc is. But the alligators, they're here. It's just they ain't. They just soon stay away from Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I am too. Pennsylvania. Pot. I am. I'm more scared of any croc than I would be an alligator. No, we don't have a Nile croc. They call it a saltwater croc. Is all they call it. It's a big fucking croc though. They get huge. We got about. They say there's probably only about 150 to 200 of them left in the whole state anymore. Um, they almost got hunted to extinction here in Florida. Uh, but they catch them. They catch them every once in a while though. All right, Kevin. Yeah. No, not the Nile. It's just I look up Florida saltwater croc on YouTube, Wobbly. You'll be able to see some videos of it and things like that, where people have caught it on camera and things. They actually get a little bit bigger than the Nile croc. Yeah, South Florida is a little bit on the salty side more, but they also stay. That one particular croc that they've caught a lot of on video down there by Miami, he likes to stay on the Atlantic Ocean side. So he don't move much from there. He stays right around in that area. But they have a few where they found them at the southern tip of the glades down there in the mangroves and things like that. They found a few of them down there also uh, on the southern tip of Florida where the salt water comes in and it's more brackish water and things like that. But an alligator, I have jumped on two alligators' backs in my lifetime. Um, Alligators don't bother me so bad. The biggest thing you got to remember about an alligator is jump on him where he can't bite you, and jump on him where he can't hit you with that tail, which is right behind their neck or right behind their head, right about on their two front paws. You jump there, just hang on for the ride because they're going to start doing a death roll with you, and they'll wear themselves out quickly doing the death roll. And once they're wore out, you can do just about anything you want to an alligator. So that's how the Seminoles do it. That down here in Florida, they do that alligator wrestling uh, for spectators. You just got to remember, an alligator you can hold its mouth closed. If you if the alligator has its mouth closed, you can hold it closed with your hand. It don't take no pressure to hold an alligator's mouth closed. But it's got 10,000 pounds per square inch on the bite coming down. They go in one bite. So alligators are fairly easy to handle. I used to help an alligator trapper in Tampa, Florida. We used to catch them and get them hauled away from being a pest. And like we've caught them in people's swimming pools, people's backyards, all sorts of different places. We caught them in store parking lots. We caught them in restaurant parking lots. You name it. And then we normally what we did is we catch them and then we just move them to a swampy area and get put them back where they belong. You know. But the thing with gators is if a hole of water dries up, they'll get up and they'll move and try to find another hole of water. So, and if they find food along the way, well, they're going to go after the food. And that's why you catch them. We caught them so much in different places like that. That was a lot of fun getting to move them things around. That was a lot of fun. I got to see the biggest alligator I ever seen in my life. Helping that guy, it was 15 and 3/4 foot long, and we estimated him to weigh right at about 900 pounds. It took 10 people to pick him up and put him in the trailer so we could tote him off. That was a big gator. He even after being tied up, had his mouth. We had his mouth taped. We had his legs back behind his back and tied up. He was still trying to whoop us pretty good with his tail too. I tell you what, a 15-footer in that tail will break your leg if you ain't careful. He left a bruise on my leg from my ankle all the way up to my knee with one hit. So and it knocked my ass to the ground with one hit with that tail. It was he's a them gators can hurt you with their tail. So you got to be careful of that. He must have lost net. Uh, that sucks. He'll be back as soon as he can, I'm sure. Uh, mm, what a pretty day. Oh, how many times I've been to town on the bike. I've been to town. Yes, I am, Tay. uh, I've been to town 5 times on the bike now. And all. It's been a great help to me. It really has been, guys. That bike's been a great help. I even went on my longest ride to Joe's place where he stays at on the on land. I even went to his place on it, and that was 12 and a half miles from where I live. So, and it didn't take me to get there. Hey, Dusted 69. It's almost like having a car for me now, Taylor. I used to walk everywhere. Now I'm getting able to ride places, so it's almost like being having a car to me. There you go, Dustin. Yeah, I wish you luck in the world, bro. I hope you can get it. That'd be a great birthday present. The problem with me getting a motorcycle down here in Florida is it costs so much to get the damn license anymore. It's like Florida don't even want you on a motorcycle no more down here. Not unless you're a rich son of a bitch. But a lot of people have started like getting dirt bikes and things, and and they're just driving on the right of way now instead of all right, Kaylin. But yeah, they're just driving on the right of way now, so they don't have to have the insurance or the don't have to go to school to get that license and all that. So and the cops don't seem to have too much of a problem with people doing that on the right of way either. So that's pretty cool. At least here in this county. I don't know about other counties. I think they're trying to get actually some funding for this county to actually start putting in golf cart paths, so people can do that without having to be on the road, you know, or going down the. They'll just build the golf cart path in the right of way, you know, so people can use it. So people can use it as a walkway and a riding path. They did that in Keaton Beach, Florida. They used to just drive their golf carts right down the right of way. No one it didn't have a, and no one had a problem with it. And then all of a sudden, next thing we know, there's golf cart paths everywhere. You know, where they were putting them in so people could drive their golf carts without having to tear them up and things like that in the grass. You know, it was really cool. I'm thinking about also maybe getting one of them 40 horse, one of them 40 horse scooters. Because down here in Florida, if it's, I think it's uh, 40 horse or less, you don't have to have a license on it to drive it. So that's pretty cool too. I had to start the generator today. But nobody did not. I want to do that. Yep. Okay. All right. Oh man, so quiet out here on this river, even with the few boats and all. Tunas, that'd be funny as heck. Nah, I bet you they don't last too long on the back, at least. uh, I tell you what, a buddy of mine, his kid built a go kart, and at the age of 14, he had his first speeding ticket on his go kart. He was doing 45 mile an hour in a 25 mile an hour school zone. So he, but the judge looked at that ticket and said it was saw that it was a go kart and threw it out of court. She couldn't believe that the cop was given a ticket for a go kart. That shit was funny. I wish y'all were here with me, guys. You'd be enjoying the day out here. It's beautiful. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. Welcome back, hey. I wish y'all were here with me. You see a beautiful day in Florida right now. We don't get these days often this time of year. It's normally so hot you don't want to even be alive. And it's already almost 9 o'clock, and it's not cool yet. I can't wait, Tay. I can't wait. I hear people. Hold on a second. Let me check something out. I thought there was people here, but there weren't. There, it was the way the river was echoing. It was on the other side of the river. But yeah, I'm glad it's nice and cool today. We just don't normally get days like this at all. This is the coolest day in this summer so far, I believe. We went straight from one of the coldest winters I've seen in a long time to here in Florida to one of the hottest summers so far that I've seen in a long time. We didn't have no spring. I actually watched it snow here on the river last year, and second to last day of December, um, and it snowed for 5 minutes here on the river, and at first it freaked me out. I thought the woods were on fire, and I was just seeing ash from a woods fire, and then all of a sudden I realized it was snow. So that shows you how cold it got here in Florida. That don't happen often at all, especially this far south. Um, I've seen it snow up in Tallahassee twice, uh, but that's way far north, almost to the Georgia line. This far south, we're almost to Tampa, which is halfway through the state, and you don't see that often at all. So I hope everybody else is having a great day. You know, um, tomorrow will be the 4th of July. I'll probably get to see some fireworks tomorrow. You know, um, we got a lot of boats running up and down the river today. Being the day before the 4th, but that looks like fun. I got a kid out there being pulled on an inner tube right now. Going past the boat. Looks like fun. But yeah, I can't wait until the 4th. Uh, being Independence Day. I might go for a bike ride. I don't know. See what type of mischief I can get into. Hey, Benny. I might just stay here on the boat. We'll see what happens. And I tell you what, that bike, I found out something about my bike. By keeping second gear, it's so flat around here, pretty much flat, not much hills and everything. By keeping it in second gear, I go pretty good anywhere uh, around here. Uh, so I think I only changed gears twice on the bike the whole time I've used it. And that was when I took you all riding out there in the woods, and that was because it got hard to pedal through some of that sugar sand. So yeah, I went that 12 and a half miles on that bike. I think in about a half hour. Um, and that's pretty good. That's pretty good little time saver right there for me. It would have taken me 3 times that long to walk it. Oh wow! I just noticed we have some river cane outside the boat and some willow tree. Cool. I do too, Tay. Miss him a lot. Uh, he he always he was always he's always a good person to watch when he's one of the streams I normally just stay back and watch because I love watching him and love listening to him and all. Um, I'm hoping I know I seen someone say that Bao's got a lawyer now that's willing to help him out in that. So hopefully we'll have our Bao back soon. Um, but like I was saying in that stream yesterday, uh, like I was saying in Wobbly's stream yesterday, our founding fathers went through the same shit that Bao is going through right now. They tried to shut him up. They tried to put him in prison and shit over piddly ass shit. Um, and that's exactly. I can't believe that our court systems. I can't believe 292 miles to go. All right, Copper. But but I can't. Our court systems have regressed that bad. I just I just can't believe it. The regression is mind numbing to see that our courts have regressed so much that I can compare them to the British back in 1776. That is a sad statement that I just said right there. Very sad, guys. I don't, I never thought in my lifetime I would ever make a statement like that. Uh, it's mind numbing and it's mind blowing to me. Um, and then they get on then like I was on a stream, not a stream, I was watching a video, um, and it was a police officer with a judge, and they were both whining about how people dislike them. Okay, well, it's shit like that they do nothing to stop. Even if they're a quote unquote whatever. Hey, Brian King, how are you, bro? But if they're a quote unquote good judge or a quote unquote good cop, they ain't doing nothing to stop that shit that Bow's going through and stop the regression of our court system and stop the regression of our cops. So they bring on the hate themselves. If they did something to stop that and keep it from happening, then I could say they have the right to whine and cry. I do not know that, Taylor. Hey, Eggs, how are you? I hope everything's doing good for you and Brian. I hope that, how are you feeling better today, Brian? I can tell you now, my grandpa would be rolling over in his grave right now if he knew what was going on in our United States today. Um, he would not be he would be filming ty- tyranny called you a whore, huh? I understand that, Brian King. I really do. But yeah, our regression is almost complete. Our regression in our court systems and our policing and our government has almost regressed back to what 1776 and King George and his repression of our people. Um, and I guess the United States government did not learn from that lesson, or something. I don't know. We proved then that we proved then we are free thinking people, and we made our own country. Uh, Now the United States government, the court systems, and their lapdogs have all regressed back to that, and hopefully there's just as many free thinking people that'll stop this shit from happening. Um, it's still out there today. I noticed we seem to be getting more and more supporters in this community and things like that. So I'm hopeful. I am very hopeful. Damn phone. I hate when that happens, Tay. Yeah, Brian, I tell you what, I love having, I love being on a boat. All right, Dustin, you try to have a good day working, bro. Uh, don't work too hard though. Oh, good, Tay. I'm glad to hear that. I am damn glad to hear that. Yeah. there, there you go, Dustin. Brian and Dustin. I hope it don't get that hot for you today. I hope it stays somewhat cool for you. That'll suck if it gets hot again. Well, I know the feeling about heat. They were saying that it felt like 115 degrees yesterday here in Florida. Um, you know, 108 in the shade. Nasty, nasty weather. But yeah, we had 115-degree feels like temperature. It was 92. It was 96 degrees, and with the humidity, it felt like 115 degrees. They said. It's gonna be miserable there, Brian King. It's gonna be miserable, bro. I know them temperatures well. We're lucky today. I think we had a little cool front come through last night, and it's actually fairly. It's just now starting to get a little warm. Yeah, I hate people like that. They make another account just to be an idiot. They ain't got the balls to say what they got to say. Same here, Tay. Um, I agree. Yeah, same here, Brian King. I could live that way too, but the humidity's going to make it miserable. It's going to feel like a damn sauna all day long for you. I don't like that type of temperatures. I know them temperatures though. That's something I don't have a problem with. Today is voicing my opinion on my own account. I said yesterday, if people stop talking to me for whatever reason, I don't let it bother me. They weren't much of a friend, you know. So if I voice my opinion and someone has a problem with me voicing my opinion and they don't want to talk to me no more, eh, no love lost. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at that shit. So I have no problem voicing my opinion on my account. You know, I hate that too, but I hate that too, Brian. I'd like to know at least what I did wrong. But again, like I said, it's their problem if they stop talking to me. I'm going to keep going on with my life. I ain't going to let it bother me much. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'd like to know what I did wrong, you know, but still. It's all good, Eggs. I tell you what, you're one of the hardest working people I know, Eggs. That's for sure. But I also know what it takes to run a farm. So I know you're a hard worker to keep that going. Jet ski. Oh, relative. What does your relatives have to do with anything about it? No, I'm messing with you, Eggs. I know what you mean. All right, Eggs. Hurry back, bro. But, it looks like Wolfman's got an accounting up of the Leon Valley donations. Brian King just put up something for introducing News Now Louisville. Read the description. I actually, I had myself out of the street, guys. That was my fault. I was looking at stuff and accidentally tapping stuff I shouldn't tap. But I'm glad to see Texas Wolfman out around again. You know, glad he's got some. I think he's got some rest finally. If y'all are here, I'm gonna jump over to Wolfman's real quick, and I'll come back on live. Anybody who's here.